Think about it. Life is really just a collection of moments. We have great times, but time doesn't stop for anybody. Like the old track says, time keeps on slipping into the future. This past weekend, I was surrounded by friends and family. Just a great time. Seeing the smiles and fellowship, the love, it's addictive. When you're in an environment like that, you never want it to end because that is exactly how life should feel. But to get to that space, the fellowship, it requires a journey. It took a few hours of travel, and that travel time gave me space to reflect. Welcome back to another episode of the Success Fitness Podcast. I am your host, Christian Evans. Today, I'm diving deep into something that hit me over the past weekend. It's a simple question, but one that carries a lot of weight. How can I capture happiness? This weekend, I spent time having a great time with friends and family. I never wanted those times to end. Seeing smiles, fellowshipping, and just love and a good time with friends and family, it becomes addictive. It becomes desirable, meaning this is the way things should be. In order to get to this great time of fellowship, I had to travel a few hours. Some may not want to drive or look forward to traveling, but this is how we all get from point A to point B. Between those two distances, there's time. How we get there, the vehicle, whether it's by car or plane, it simply just takes time. During this time of travel, which I drove, it was relaxing for me, even though I'm on high alert, making sure I am visually aware of my surroundings, the roads, the environment, the weather, the wind, the cars besides me, the semi-truck in front of me, and my distance from the vehicle behind me. Yes, I am on high alert, but it's relaxing. It's relaxing because I can turn on a podcast, I can talk to my lady right next to me, and it's just us, nobody else. And just the road. During those times of travel, I'm also thinking. I'm thinking about getting to the destination safely and what things will be like when I get there. It's unknown. What will the hotel look like? Will I be able to check in on time? What other friction is there? That's the unknown, and I don't know, and I won't know until I get there. Just like going to fellowship, you anticipate a good time, but at the same time, you still never know what it's going to be like. Not to say that I'm thinking it will be negative. I'm just thinking about what type of good time, what level of good time. How will I enjoy myself? Will I be the oddball? Will I be the wallflower? Because I know I can be. I know I can be socially awkward at times. Sometimes I can just be in my phone in the corner while everybody else is doing their own thing. But I'm working on that. I'm working on learning how to talk, learning how to communicate, learning how to ask questions. Those conversations lead to relatable life stories that you exchange with people, and you smile because this person knows exactly what I'm going through or went through, or they give me advice about what I can do or what I want to do in the future. So this creates just more smiles. This creates a relaxed environment, an environment of love and fellowship. How do you capture happiness? Now the question becomes, how do I keep this? How do I capture this? A picture is how. A video is how. Pictures can say 1,000 words and videos can explain the story of those words. We better try to capture as many good times as we can in these days of our lives that we are blessed with, this gift of life that we're blessed with, that I'm blessed with. I'm learning to be more grateful. Part of me being grateful is just trying to capture those happy moments where I am smiling or where I'm noticing somebody else smiles. Just capturing good times. How many times have I woken up in the morning and before I can even read my Bible, the news is on and it's something negative? A lot of times it's not even in my community. It's not even in my viewing area. It's something that happened across the world or somewhere throughout the nation. Something negative, one way or another. There are a lot of things going on in the world and a lot of negative things going on in the world. So with that being said, you have to try to engulf yourself in the opposite. What is the opposite of negativity? Positivity. Embracing and engulfing myself in positivity is a conscious effort that I'm going for this year. Part of capturing that positivity is realizing how precious time really is. Time was, time is, time will be. We're not guaranteed anything, not even our next breath or our next blink of the eye. So choosing to think positively, to be involved in positivity is something I want to make a better effort at this year. Part of capturing that positivity is capturing time. capturing pictures, capturing videos, and good things, because time keeps slipping. One thing we can't do is let a good moment slip away without capturing it. Don't be embarrassed to capture it, meaning you don't want to feel awkward when shooting a video or taking a picture. Of course, you just want to be in the moment. I love being in the moment of a good time, of a great time. This does so much for my mental. It creates positive reassessment and positive rewiring of my brain. We all need a break. We all need a break. There's so much craziness going on right now. We all just need a break. I've been grinding so much that sometimes I'm not appreciative of the time I'm even allowed to grind, to be alive, to see something out, to endure the toughness of whatever it is. I'm learning to embrace more of the positivity of being alive in this world today. So I find this law at work. Although I want to do good, evil is right there with me. Romans 7:21. I keep that scripture with me, knowing that I may be smiling right now, but there is something around the corner waiting to take my joy, knowing that I have to make sure I protect that joy and protect that happiness. If I can't fully, I have to know that's only for a season. If something tries to knock me down, everything is just for a time and a season. So if you're having a bad time, just know that's only for a season. Good times are around the corner. Good times are near. It's about how you think about it. Also, be aware to cherish those good times when you get them, because there's a chance that something negative can happen just as well. Trying to capture those good moments, those great moments, those positive moments. It is a season. It's all about balance. Capture the good moments, because those good moments are just a snapshot of time. Now, you can look back later, whether it's on your phone or a physical picture you hold, and see yourself smiling. You see other people smiling, and you see yourself being a part of that fellowship of positivity and love. Yes, time keeps on slipping and slipping into the future because we are moving ahead. Time is moving. So how are you going to spend your time moving ahead? If you're blessed with time, spend it thinking on good things. Think positively. Think lovingly. Smile. Take a picture. Capture that moment in time. Share with the people you love to spread joy. Now, you can find this post on my blog, christiansweightsuccess.net. And my goal was to just capture this moment, capture the moment of what I was feeling. And the importance of that feeling, that emotion, was happiness. Capturing happiness over these past 2 years has been trying for me in a lot of areas of my life. And I am working through that just as well. I am working through it by thinking about what it is that I need to do, what it is that I need to do more of, what it is that I need to do less of. What I need to do more of is pray and also read my Bible and really focus on those good things, because the alternative is to not be able to do it, right? Not being even here to do it. And that's what I mean by not being able to do it, just passing away, that's the alternative, right? Of just not being here. So being here, I am working on being more grateful, being more thankful for this gift of the present. It is a present. Here you are gifted a present, and that present is time, because time is the most precious thing that we have. Time is the most precious thing that we have been gifted with. And I have to learn to spend that time with the gift of the present, worrying less, concentrating less on the negative, and really putting a conservative effort towards that. So how I do that is capturing good moments, capturing good times, being around good spirits, being around love, being around family that has good spirits and good love, and trying to connect more with those people, with that part of my family, and just me opening up and being willing to do it. When you are going through loss and grief, it does change you. And to realize we all go through it. And we are going to get through it, because it is only a season. It's only for a season. Now, we may not know for how long. And because of that unknown time, we have to try to get our minds right, get our spirit right, and think about the positivity that we are still alive, and that can be challenging for most people to look that way. But I'm just here to tell you, after, 2 years of going through this is how I'm getting through it. And I say that using active words because it is an everyday thing. Still trying to take care of my body the right way, eating right, making sure I sleep right, making sure I still go to the gym and putting in effort, which I am getting ready to do here in the next half an hour. It's the morning time on a Thursday morning, and I've been sitting on this podcast and recording it for weeks, right? As far as to record this podcast. And this is coming from a blog post I wrote a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago. And the main issue that I had in recording it was just my attitude of just not putting any effort going forward. And I just had a bad attitude. And this is the result of, I would say, grief. Still just going through the mental of, how can I put this? Just going through the mental of just talking, just talking to this microphone, setting aside time to do that. And you have to make the most out of your time that you are blessed with. I have to make the most out of my time that I'm blessed with. And I have to be more consistent. I need to get back to my consistency of how I was doing things, because I realize how slow things can move. And I realized I realized that if I'm not putting this podcast out and I'm speaking out of love, and I know my intent when I get on this microphone is to speak with love, and it's the sowing. It's the sowing of love and reaping of love. I've really just noticed that if I'm not putting love out into the world, I don't get it back. And I didn't want to be too hesitant on that sentence, because I've been noticing I've been doing that a lot, just kind of just been in my mind and just been in my brain. But what I mean by that is that when I'm active here on this podcast, there's a lot of other moving parts in my life that tends to connect a lot more. And I attribute that to putting out positive energy, putting out positive thoughts, putting out positive words, putting out love, because that is my intent. My intent is to be transparent as I can be with the protection of the people that I do love around me, and just delivering you some words of encouragement that I'm going through. Yes, I am a personal trainer. Yes, I have been doing this for a long time, and it seems like there's a cycle, and I'm trying to break my cycle, and I am trying to be transparent with you that don't feel bad that you're in a cycle, right? From the standpoint of just recognize it and just try to change it. Just try to change it. Just recognize your faults and just try again, whether it be your diet and whether it be your workout routine. Just try it. Try to put more effort into it. Try to put just time and invest in it. And there are good days and there are not so good days. And my effort is to have more good days. And I notice on those good days where I'm really locked into my workouts in particularly, the time goes by so fast. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I realize I only have so much time. I'm at that age to where I'm realizing I only have so much time. And just coming to grips with all of that, coming to grips with all of that. And it's just been one of those adventures that I need to share. I need to share with you. I need to stop not sharing. And I just need to make sure I'm just consistent again and just discovering new things about myself that I didn't know, that, things do affect me, and they affect me in my ability and my inability to, in particularly, get this podcast out. I'm sitting thinking and, watching others and, looking at how they structure their media, their podcasts and different things like that. And, just thank God for them, because it's all motivation. It's all motivation to really look at somebody, to just see their consistency at them doing what they do, irregardless of whatever goes on behind the scenes of whatever they may be dealing with. They do it. And I realize that I'm not the only person that is going through something, and just putting positive content out is very beneficial for me. It's beneficial for me, just as well. And I just want to make sure I do a better job at doing that. I think about every other podcast. I say this, and it's real. This is why you may hear from me once every few weeks or once a month. And time is going by so fast. Like I promised, it seemed just like yesterday I recorded the 8-year, podcast anniversary, right? And it is already July 23rd. And that podcast was recorded last month in early June. And during that time, from that recording of the podcast to right now, the time has just gone by so fast. And I'm always looking for these perfect moments, these perfect blocks of time to sit and record this podcast or get prepared for it, or what angle should I talk about, this, that, or the third. And I just have to record. I have a lot that I can reference to, whether it be these blog posts, to talk to you about what I was thinking, during these times, to when I did write this blog post down. And my intent was to just capture the moment and just realize it's not bad. You are alive, get up, move around, be around people who love you. Try to invest in love. A lot of times we want to receive love so much that rarely do we ever think about investing into love, investing, like, where's our love at, and investing into others, other people, other situations. And I promise you, you will have a good return, and it just makes you feel better. It makes you get right. If that makes any sense. It makes you get right with how, I look at things and, going forward. But I do appreciate, you taking time out to listen to this podcast, because time keeps slipping. So do not let another great moment pass by without acknowledging it, feeling it, and capturing it. Protect your environment, invest into your relationships, and focus on the things that bring genuine smiles to your face. Thank you once again for rocking with me on another episode of the Success Fitness Podcast. Keep pushing, keep growing, and I will catch you on the next one. #more weight. And don't forget, we bench on Monday. Peace out.